welcome to this episode. Now, like I've noticed, I'm starting to sort the videos out like this, sitting on the back of that couch. Well, either way, let's talk about the Fighters Pass a year later. Now that Fighters Pass Volume 2 has been announced, and Fighters Pass 1 is over and done with. So, let's begin the battle! Hello! The Fighters Pass is over and done with. The first section here will be me talking about the fighters themselves. First up was Joker. Joker was great as a fighter, in my opinion. Legitimately, his inclusion was debatably wasn't the weakest fighter, but I don't enjoy him as a character. But with him, he brought incredible music with the Persona 5 soundtrack, Persona 4 and Persona 3 soundtracks, as well as a really fun alternative to Battlefield, in my opinion, Mementos, which seriously be legal. I don't know if it is, but if it isn't, I'm disappointed. Next up is the Dragon Quest hero. Or heroes, in this case. I don't like his stage. I don't like the music. I don't care for the spirits. Which is something I'll mention later, but he is one of the weaker inclusions in the past, in my opinion. Him and another fighter have a difference, but if you know me, you can already tell which fighter it is, because of my opinion on two other fighters. Hero, but the thing is, in exchange, Hero has a very interesting moveset, which I think is such fun, and he can create such interesting play. He's a good character, and he's fun. Next up is Banjo and Kazooie, one of my most wanted characters in the game. And I know I'm not alone. There were literal rooms of grown adult men jumping up with joy at his announcement. I'm not even joking. They chose the perfect way to announce him at E3, because he is definitely an E3 worthy character. I wouldn't say he's, what's its name? Game Awards worthy, though. Banjo's moveset is very vanilla, to say the least. I don't think Banjo has a very unique moveset, but, of course, that's not Banjo's fault, but his is very faithful. Next up, the worst fighter in the Fighters Pass, I use quotations, because Hero debatably has the worst extras, because I love... Terry is boring. I dislike him. He is boring. He is slow. He's another brawler. He's boring. But his stage, King of Fighters Stadium, is super fun. And honestly, it brings such a unique gimmick that it's such a fun stage, it's worth it. Now, of course, again, Terry's moveset kind of sucks. And next up, the newest one, and the other anime swords fighter that everyone hates for some reason, Byleth! Silver shines, the world dines, a smile on each face. Not! Like, legitimately, everyone was like, are you kidding me? Byleth, he sucks! And the most... I could spend hours talking about the Byleth controversy. It's stupid because people are praising characters like Robin because he's a unique Fire Emblem rep. that showcases more than just a sword. Byleth has a bow, a lance, and an axe. 2 of those weapons. Oh, yeah, and a whip. 3 of those weapons are not used in Smash before him. He is really great. Legitimately, I love Garrick Mach as a stage. It's really cool. The character inclusions felt pretty great, and like they chose ones that fit. And obviously, as you can see, the video's out, so I guess I'll just restart it. But Byleth is a character I think is great. Three Houses music, the stage, the character are great, which is what I'm ranking this first criteria on. If I had to rank the characters, it would go Terry, Hero, Joker, Byleth, Banjo.
Okay.
Follow! Come on! In there! Die! Next up is other inclusions. These inclusions include things like spirits and any other unique stuff the fighter brought along with them. Now, once again, we're going to go in release order, and this is really only a case with Joker, where he brought her along, Stage Builder. I think him and Banjo brought her along a big mode, but I'm not rating those guys on that. So, Joker brought along the Persona 5 spirits, which were fun. I enjoyed their spirit battles. They're not ones I enjoy as much, since I like ones I can understand the references. His classic mode, I don't really know. So sadly, Joker is at a disadvantage just from my lack of knowledge on Persona. But, in exchange for that, I actually don't know. Next up is Hero. Hero is a fun character all around, but we're not talking about that. I'll be honest, really the only thing, once again, he brought with him were spirits. So, once again, just spirits, which are always fun. Banjo-Kazooie. I can't remember if it was them or Terry. One sec. Yeah, it was with Banjo. Banjo brought along Sans. Hold on. I'm sorry, I still can't say that with a straight face. Sans brought... Banjo brought Sans. So, of course, that's something, along with a ton of Banjo-Kazooie spirits. which I actually understand, so I enjoy them more. Next up was Terry Bogard. Yes, I'm using full names. Terry brought along spirits. That's about it that we didn't cover. The last section. And then Byleth is the one that's gonna get the most representation in terms of things I understand, because I understand their classic mode, and that's not against the other ones. I'm sure there's a lot of depth put into every single one. But I know the most about Fire Emblem. Also, I predicted 6 out of the 8 costumes. Almost perfectly, I might add. So, I have nothing to say. But, in exchange, so Byleth's classic route was great. It went in order of Fire Emblem games. And the ones that had extra fighters that were duplicates, being Ike and Byleth. God, I almost said him Bailiff. Ike has his adult and young form, representing Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. Well, Byleth's God, it's weird to say, like, Byleth as in plural. That's weird. Represent the 3 house leaders from Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Claude, Dimitri, and Edelgard. So I loved that. I absolutely love that. Byleth brought around a ton of great spirits. Every battle had so much thought put into them. Obviously, every battle probably does. But you get what I'm saying. I understand them. I understand them more. Now, obviously, I didn't Now, as I said, this is great. Now, Violet Spirits all represent things like Sedith. The little villager in front is to represent Flane. Now, obviously, the bonus stuff is not what you come in for. You come in for the fighter themselves. So, either way, all of that was nice content. Peace out. Oh yeah, Violet brought Cuphead. Perish! Winner!